It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, for Milwaukee, their first time playing these guys this season. A year ago, going 1-2. They'd like to improve on that this go-around. And here we are, start of a new season. So much drama coming out of the gate.
Drama for your mama.
Shaq, for the teams that are underperforming thus far, what can they do to try and right the ship?
Look, Ernie, it's early, so don't overreact. You can mix up the rotations a little bit. Don't be scared, Coach. Do what you got to do.
Well, first, you got to keep believing in yourself. But I love these player-only meetings.
Oh, I'll bet you.
I did, man.
Really? You liked them?
Oh, because I used to – that's the only time I could really look in your face in front of the other 11 guys and tell you how I really feel about you.
Like, Akeem, you're killing us.
No, that never was said. It was more like, see, we should only give it to Akeem because he's the only one not killing us.
Oh.
Welcome aboard, everybody. This is Wednesday Night Basketball of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan, and by my side, Chris Webber and Greg Anthony. From the sideline, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. This Boston crowd ready to roar in this Eastern Conference matchup for the Celtics. And this is the first season matchup for them against this Milwaukee team. Guys, they came out on top of the season series matchup a season ago, taking 2 of the 3 away from them.
And they usually came out on top when these two teams faced off last year. No surprise, they're the better team.
And before we get going, let's catch up with our Hall of Famer David Aldridge, who had a chance to speak with head coach Brad Stevens. David, what do you have to say?
Well, guys, he has an admiration for what he called the intelligent, efficient offense played by today's opponent. He told me that the thing about this team is that they are so good at identifying the weak spots in an opponent, and they come at you in multiple ways depending on where those weak spots are. He said, we've got to be ready for everything. It's pretty tall order. Guys?
Thank you, David. And Chris, some interesting matchups at guard tonight. We could see some fireworks here in this one.
Oh, man, they're going to be putting dudes on ice skates. Nobody's going to want to be on the island because you're going to get crossed over. Do not fall down. Jump shots in the face. I cannot wait to watch this matchup.
And so off the tip, it's Boston. Here are the stats. Boston leading by 11. Hayward dishes to Irving. Brown. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Brown's got his first bucket of the night.
Defensively, they've been a step slow here to start.
Antetokounmpo kicks to DJ. Pass to Zeller. Shoots over Monroe. A nice shot by Zeller.
And you know what, Kevin? He can step out and hit that mid-range jumper. Zeller just with excellent touch.
Screen by Monroe. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
A moment here to look at some numbers for Gordon Hayward. Coming off a terrific season. He averaged 22 points per game last season, 5 rebounds and 3 assists. And you know, he'd love a bigger role, but he's trying to prove himself in the minutes he's getting right now.
Yeah, you're right, but he's putting in the work, and the results have been okay. He just needs to keep believing in himself.
The Celtics making a switch here. Rozier's checked in.
And if that doesn't get them fired up, guys, nothing will.
Greg just with the doctor ordered, huh? Some high-flying annex to narrow the deficit.
Well, also a miscommunication on defense. No one rotates over. See ya.
Here is Hayward after the basket by Milwaukee. Here's Morris. 6 to shoot. Over onto Antetokounmpo. Morris with the bucket. Morris has got his first 2 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
Now, here's Brogdon. He's guarded closely. Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
And we watch Giannis out there. He just looked unstoppable, Greg, at times. The way he's able to attack the rim, the blend of size, speed, and length is just unparalleled in the NBA.
And it's the movement that throws you off with Giannis. One step, and he's gone from the 3 line to the rim. There isn't any way to stop someone that skilled who's that big.
And the replay is courtesy of Under Armour. Unleash chaos. It was a great sequence from the steal all the way to the finish at the other end. Here's Rozier. 11 points for him in that last game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland. Hayward kicks to Monroe and stolen by Zeller. And it's the Bucks on the break. DJ with the ball. Poke loose. From deep. The offensive rebound. Shot by Zeller, no good. Celtics leading by 7. There's Brown with the 3. Traps in the tray. Brown's got his second bucket of the night.
Defensively, giving up far too many open rhythm looks.
Antetokounmpo kicks to DJ. Passes to Zeller. Snell dishes to Zeller. Back to Snell. Zeller, a screen on Brown. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. And finished off by Brown.
Oh, you gotta love the explosiveness. Brown just eating up any lane to the basket he sees.
And so it's Boston enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting they've been dialed in so far from the field. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Welcome back, everyone. A lopsided first quarter in the books already as we start this second quarter. So Boston ends up going with a new group. On the court for the Bucks, Parker and Henson, the duo inside. Chris Middleton is out there with DJ, and it's Snell in at the 3, the small forward. Middleton the pass to Parker, and Henson kicks to Snell. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Celtics leading by 4. Now here's Here's Irving. We saw him with 19 points his last outing. And the foul called on DJ. That is his first foul of the game. And here's Smart, who's coming off a 13-point game against the Cavaliers in Cleveland.
And he also made a mark with his passing and had the assist total to show for it.
He's going to force them to have to make adjustments. That's number 4 in terms of triples in the half. And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall. And you look at the Bucks in this roster, and the one constant at every position, length. I mean, great height and wingspan. Giannis and Maker, just to name a few.
Dishes it to Horford. The kick out to Irving. No good from outside. And when so much of the NBA is trying to capitalize, Greg, on small ball, the Bucks said they're going to go for tall ball if they can make it work.
And what the length and height gives the Bucks is a few things. One, you get matchup advantages at least at a few positions on the floor. Great coverage in the passing lanes. And remember now, the half court is much bigger because of the impact of the three-point shot. You need size, skill, and activity to be able to guard that far from the basket.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Now look, this is nice. I love how Irving challenges the defense. Great at forcing the D to foul him while shooting. Well, among the most feared one-on-one scorers in the league, that is Kyrie Irving. He has the handles to get to wherever he wants, no matter where he is on the floor. He's a threat.
And Kyrie Irving sniffing that 50, 40, 90 territory. 50% from the field, 40% from deep, 90% from the line. He is that kind of shooter. And Chris, what a handle.
Yeah, he's not just a stationary threat. It's his creativity combined with that efficiency. That's what makes him so deadly.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line.
Come on, Irving is such an amazing guard. Uncle Drew, you know, he continues to show the young Bucks how to get it done out there.
Lets it go with the 3. Shot clock reset for the Bucks. And he comes up with the deuce. And it's 6 points for Henson.
He lives for these type of battles on the boards. It doesn't matter which end of the floor it is either.
Here's Irving. And yep, finally dropped after rolling around the rim. And the Celtics lead by 5.
Irving gets hot in no time. One of the most decorated scorers in the league.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. 3-point range try is off from DJ. Poke loose. Now Irving. He's got 15. And the foul called on DJ. That's his 3rd foul so far. Bonus situation in effect, so we'll head to the free throw line for 2.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
That free throw good from Kyrie Irving. The Bucks making a switch here. And so Irving nails both of them. And stolen by Irving. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him. Drops in the breakaway layup. Irving's got 13 points in just this quarter.
Oh, look at that. Irving just leaked out wonderfully in transition. He's a remarkable decision maker in fast break situations.
What a performance for Kyrie Irving. He has been the story for the Boston Celtics. He put together quite a quarter, 13 points in all. And he looks to be planning for more. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks, Kevin. Coach, you're in a good position here at the break. What do you tell your team to make sure they don't let up?
Well, I don't think it's about letting up or playing better. It's just playing the right way. We just have to play good basketball. And we talked about it before the game. That's our goal going into the game. That doesn't change no matter what the score is. So that'll be the discussion at halftime.
Thanks very much, Coach. Back to you.
Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily. And now the third quarter about to get going. You look at Kyrie Irving in this game, he has been everywhere.
And I loved in that first half that they were patient, looked for good shots, and knocked them down.
Yeah, and then it wasn't all dunks. I mean, they were squaring up with confidence.
And so it's Boston scraping by with the win. What a show they put out here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel so great to win, and really, it's like a...
Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Greg Anthony, Chris Webber, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. We'll see you next time.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. I'm Ernie Johnson, welcoming you to 2K Sports. I'm here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. Tonight's broadcast will feature the Milwaukee Bucks as they go up against the Cleveland Cavaliers. For the Cavaliers, this is a team they played pretty well against last season, going 3-1. They'll look to keep that edge tonight. And you remember when LeBron first came back to Cleveland, there were some growing pains. Things didn't gel right away. But this is a team that knows what it's doing now, Kenny.
Well, it only took them about 2 months, honestly, Ernie. I mean, they went to the NBA Finals. So, yeah, the best in the East. These guys, LeBron, any team he's on, he's kind of like the Shaquille O'Neal of his day. Any team that he's on is going to be favored to win the NBA championship. Well, and I'm not kissing up to him because he's sitting on the other side.
Well, thank you, Kenny. But players like Kevin Love, they're adapted to the new roles. You have to give a lot of credit to the front office, too, finding role players that fit. Thank you for the compliment, Kenny.
Oh, truth is truth, man.
That's it for us here as we send you to Kevin Harlan, the rest of the 2K Sports crew. I love you guys, too.
It's a love.
But it's a one-way love.
Thank you.
point. 6 feet 1 inches. Number 6, Aaron Bledsoe. Starting at the other guard, standing 6'8", number 22, Chris Middleton.
Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With David Aldridge on our sideline, and here with me, Greg Anthony and Steve Smith, this is Kevin Harlan. And for the Milwaukee Bucks, they come into tonight's game after the loss to the Celtics. And a very close one there, too. The buzzer sounded. They were only down by 1 bucket.
And, you know, this can happen on the road. You're out defending guys who have just gotten into a comfort zone playing at home.
Well, you have to have an aggressive mindset, and you have to try to disrupt their rhythm.
Look at Cleveland's starting group. The 2 stars, LeBron and Love, making up the forward position. Most players love to create with the ball in their hands, but you can create off the ball, too. Who do you think's the best at moving off the ball right now?
I think the best is Klay Thompson right now. He doesn't need a lot of dribbles to get you 60, Kevin. Other guys, J.J. Redick, Kyle Korver, Dwayne Wade. Even Father Time hasn't caught up with Dwayne Wade. He's doing a nice job playing without the basketball.
Terrific names you rattle off right there. Jeff Green, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. From deep three-point range, and it's DJ missing.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start. I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Parker outside. It's DJ atop the key. The 3. New 24 for Milwaukee. The Cavaliers leading by 7. And let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with Tyronn Lue for just a minute. He knows they have to dig in on defense. They're facing a really talented offense. He said if those guys get going, we're going to be on the wrong end of some long runs. We have to be disciplined, work together, and make those second, third, and fourth efforts on plays. Whatever it takes to get a stop. We'll see if they can get a win in this first matchup between the teams this year. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, David, nice work. Holding this offense in check will not be a simple job today.
Especially if they're allowed to get off to a quick start. If they get into a rhythm right away, it's almost...
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. We've got Brogdon, Antetokounmpo out there with DJ. Then it's John Henson, and it's Bledsoe in at the 1 spot. That's the 5 on the floor for the Bucks.
Well, because of the size and the lift he gets, LeBron owns the mid-range area.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Bledsoe kicks to Antetokounmpo, passes it to Henson. Sinks it from just inside the baseline. Henson's got his second bucket of the night.
And because of his size, that's a difficult shot to contest.
But it's not just the size, it's the natural feel for the mid-range game. Not everyone has it.
And again, it's LeBron James. James has got the lead up to 12 now for the Cavs. Antetokounmpo with the ball. He had an 18-point outing in the last game against Boston.
And his shot blocking helped as well. Those 2 blocks he had were big for them.
James against Antetokounmpo. Hood gets the bucket.
The quick trigger. Hood piercing the defense with the effective catch and shoot J.
The Bucks have gone 6 of 10 from the floor here in the second quarter.
I like Rodney Hood. He plays with great patience. He goes through his progressions off the pick and roll. Once he gets past his initial defender, he keeps them walled off behind him and forces the help D to make a decision.
Cleveland leading by 14. 1:39 left to play here in the half. Here's James, and there's another one for the Cavaliers. And Hood standing 6'8", even the defender's breathing down his neck. He can get his shot off without Steve too much concern.
You know, the reason why is he's a triple threat. Pass, shoot, drive. He's shown the ability to read the defense and make the right decision.
Cleveland with the ball. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. LeBron passes to Hood. Thompson sets the pick for Hood. Out to the wing. Fires the three. The shot by Clarkson, no good. Bucks trail by 16. Antetokounmpo setting the pick for Brogdon. To the inside. Henson trying to break free. Antetokounmpo can't get it to go.
He's just gone stone cold this period, and it's bringing the rest of the team down.
Milwaukee's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to go on Tristan Thompson.
Yeah, getting to the line more and more. Proof that Giannis is consistently being aggressive. And one thing you notice with Giannis is just how much better this team is with him on the floor. What he brings on offense and defense is as huge as any player in our league.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Nance is checked in. The Cavaliers leading by 14. The screen from Thompson. James with it. Now guarded by DJ. And a wide open look for Hood. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
You know what, I'll tell you, he's got nothing here in the second quarter after just one made shot in the first. He got the space he needed, but just blew the layup. It hurts me to see points lost like that.
Clarkson kicks to Hood. Nance a screen, and no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Off target from outside. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 14-point lead as we bring the quarter to a close. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much. From one Kevin to another, you guys were dominant in that first half and you have a big lead, but do you forget about that in the second half?
Oh yeah, we got to treat it like a 0-0 game. I know we're going to stay in the locker room, we got to come out and win the third quarter. If we do that, we feel like we'll be okay, but like I said, this team is tough. We know they're capable of coming back.
Well, we'll see what happens, Kevin. Thanks. Now back to the other Kevin.
Thanks, David, and we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking this one. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together for them in overtime.
Yeah, probably.
That close down the wire, but give them credit. They were able to regroup in that overtime, and this win has to feel satisfying.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony.